Greetings once again, my fellow friends and my fellow Star Trek fans. I'd like to welcome you to another Star Trek related video. Now, I've shown you some models from Star Trek the Motion Picture. Those were the classic AMT models going back to when the motion picture actually was released in 1979. Today I'm going to show you another model from Star Trek the Motion Picture, but this one is going to be from Polar Lights, and this one is going to be really, really cool. The Enterprise you're looking at right now, the one I like to use as a background when I introduce my videos, this is the USS Enterprise, and she's actually a 1/350 scale. What I want to show you also is in 1/350 scale. And you guys remember the opening scenes of Star Trek the Motion Picture. We had the Klingon, the Katinga class battle cruisers, and there was 3 of them, and they were going to investigate what turned out to be V'ger. They ended up firing, and V'ger ended up destroying all 3. But You guys remember that scene. The ships, the Klingon ships, that's actually the first time we get to see the Klingon ships from the D7 from the series. And of course, my favorite, we get to see the Enterprise as she appears as the refit. So what we're going to show you today, we're going to take a look at the Klingon. This is from Star Trek The Motion Picture, and this is the Klingon Katinga class battle cruiser, I.K.S. AMAR. 1/350 scale plastic model kit. And you can see the Klingon commander. That's actually Mark Lenard. And for those that you don't know, Mark Lenard actually played the Romulan commander in Star Trek The Balance of Terror. He also played Mr. Spock's father, Ambassador Sarek. So he's one of the few that has actually portrayed a Romulan, a Klingon, and a Vulcan. You can see the Klingon symbol, and we got a beautiful picture of the model right here. And I'll put up the instructions so you guys can check it out. I just love this. This is, of course, modeled after the filming model. And incidentally, this model would later on go on to be filmed as Chancellor Gorkon's flagship, Kronos 1. You can see the front of the box. Beautiful detail on this model kit. Let's take a look at the side. Bring your model to life with authentic lights from Polar Lights. Round 2. I am so happy that Round 2 purchased all the classic model kit brands, whether it was AMT, or Ertl, or some of them are coming to mind. The MPC, all of them. It's just great to have them all back. And you can see, incidentally, that's the lighting kit, and that's sold separately. All wiring included, no solder required, power supply, plug and play circuit. And this is actually, looks like an advertisement for the lighting kit. You can see it's got 27 LEDs and another beautiful picture of the model. Just beautiful. All right, let's look at the ends of the box. Again, you got that formation of 3 from the beginning of the film. And this is POL 950M/06. So looking at the other side of the box, you can see we got the finished model on a stand. Authentic, half studio scale miniature. Includes the dome base with the metal support rod. 2 feet long, 61 centimeters. Again, you can look at that. Beautiful model. There's so much detail on this. I'd love for them to do the 1/350 scale Klingon D7 as well. That would be really cool. You can go on the side of her. It shows you the decal sheet, and it's got the optional resin bridge dome, which would capture additional detail. Let's see if I can get that to focus for you. And we've got the water slide decals, everything that's shown here. So this is a really, really cool kit. This is going to be a really fun build. The other end of the box is the same. So, when it comes to Star Trek The Motion Picture, I know not a lot of people like that one. Even the actors don't particularly care for it, but that happens to be my favorite. Well, I love all the Star Trek films, but my favorite is Star Trek The Motion Picture because we're introduced to the spaceships. We're introduced to the Enterprise refit for the first time, and I'm actually still working on the Polar Lights 1/350 refit, and that's going to be spectacular when she's finished. I'm going to figure out where we can put her or put them both. But as a kid, I always loved the Enterprise. She was my first crush. Of course, Lieutenant Uhura was my second crush, but the Enterprise was my first. And when I was a little kid, well, not really that little, but I was a kid sitting in a movie theater in 1978 as I saw the Enterprise for the first time. As she appeared in a refit form, my heart just was leaping in my chest. And the other ships, like we got to know the Klingon D7 that got moved up to the Katinga class. Let's see, we got the Vulcan shuttle that shuttles Mr. Spock back to the Enterprise. And I'm trying to think, there's another ship somewhere where the lights went out when Vija passed by. I'll put that up, because offhand I can't. And again, I apologize, because every video that I do by memory, so if the information's wrong, I do always put it up for you guys. So that being said, there is a companion kit for this model. So let's put this to the side for 1 minute. And let's show you the lighting kit. Now the lighting kit is much smaller. You can see the Star Trek The Motion Picture Klingon Katinga class lighting kit. 1/350 scale. Includes bonus photo etch parts. You can see the impulse engine deck, the bridge, the photon torpedo launcher. Requires 3 AA batteries not included. Bring your model to life with authentic lighting. You know what's interesting, guys? They have a lighting kit from Polar Lights for the 1/350 scale refit, regular Enterprise NCC 1701. They have a lighting kit for the Katinga class Star Trek The Motion Picture Klingon ship. They have a lighting kit for the USS Enterprise from Discovery, and I've actually shown you that. But they don't have a lighting kit for the USS Enterprise refit. And that's why I'm doing the build that I'm doing for you guys. I want it to look as it appeared on screen, so I got to put lights everywhere. And we finished the secondary hull, and what I'm working on right now is, I think it's the starboard side nacelle. But I'm painting on all the decal, the Aztecing. There are no Aztecing decals that came in the kit. And what I'm going to do is I have the A as well. The A comes with the Aztecing decals, and I want to do a side-by-side comparison to see if it's worth going through all that to paint it, because that is a lot of work. But back to this. You can see the Katinga class like we were talking about. And again, we have Mark Leonard on the front. Polar Lights. Let's see. I'll show you guys the side of the box. The Star Trek Klingon Katinga class lighting kit. This is, let's see if I can read that through the camera. This is MKA 031M/6. 1/350 scale. Includes bonus photo etch detail parts. And show you the side of the box. This is just part of the picture on the top. And the other end of the box is pretty much the same. And let's see if I'm going to be able to read this to you guys. Take the 1/350 scale Klingon Katinga to the next level of realism that plain plastic just can't deliver. A brass photo etch sheet supplies replacement parts to deliver crisp, intricate details and window openings. All wirings plug and play, circuitry, circuit boards, and 27 LED lights comprise the battery-powered light kit. It features solder-free assembly, includes color and clear plastic parts. Finish the set to supply vibrant color lights that alleviate the need for paint. That was tough to read, the white on the yellow. Okay, so I'll show you guys the back of the box. And again, we got some beautiful pictures of the model. colored clear plastic parts. And we've got the blinking dorsal and ventral beacons. Love it. The photo etch details. You can see an actual photo etch sheet that comes in the kit. Now let's see, it looks like it could be going around the bulb section in the front under the bridge. And some windows. And again, that beautiful picture of the model. We got 27 LEDs, all wiring included. No solder required. Plug and play circuit board hidden inside the model. And this uses batteries. You can convert to the standard power like I did for this one. I like to plug them in instead of using a battery because these tend to use a lot of juice. Before you know it, you go through a lot of batteries. Especially with her, because I use her as an intro for all of my videos. No matter what the subject, actually. I love her that much. So let's take a look and see if we can see the year. I want to say 2018, but let's take a look. Yep, 2018. I should have mentioned that for the model kit as well. 2018 Paramount Pictures. And of course I'll put up pictures of everything for you guys because I like to put up pictures of the instructions, and I'd like to do a video with all questions I have on a subject. And if I answer all of my picky questions, that I'll pretty much cover everything. Again, we'll do this as a future project, and when I do it, then I'll do an unboxing. I'll open it up and I'll show you guys everything inside. But for now, I'm going to keep it in a plastic just until we're ready to do it, because we got a lot of projects. And oh, by the way, let me just give you a sample of all the projects we've got. So that's just a small area of the my Star Trek room. So, my friends, I'll put this aside for a second and show you the model kit too. So I hope you enjoyed this short little video going over the model kit and the lighting kit. So if you want to get the model, you don't want to light it, that's okay. It's still going to be able to be made very nicely. It's got that little extra bridge dome on the inside of the kit for you to use as an option over the one that they supply on the parts tree. And then if you want to light it, you can get the lighting kit. Or this model kit, for those of you that are savvy with lighting kits, making it yourself wouldn't be terribly difficult to do. But for the person that doesn't really like to solder or do all that intricate stuff or plan out the lighting kit, this is, you just put everything in place and plug it into the circuit board and you're ready to go. So my friends, until we do this project, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in another video very soon.